I'm saying that, well, I have some confidence that the demand will be grow, and our supply capacity never going to catch up. So I don't know how long, but if I think it's going to be until that human society has that some settlement with the AGI. Then, well, I guess that that's a kind of normalize at all the cycles. But anyhow, that until then, well, we need that a lot of memories.
현재 우리는 주가의 급등락에 따라 이리저리 말을 바꾸는 수많은 소음으로 혼란합니다. 도대체 무엇이 진실이고 무엇이 소음인지 헷갈립니다. 하지만 이런 논란을 종식시켜줄 단 한 사람, 수많은 전문가들이 있지만 과연 이 사람보다 더 많이 알까? 라는 의문이 들 정도의 인물. 현장에 답이 있다. 내부자는 알고 있다. 내부자 중의 내부자. 내부자의 탑. 현재 논란의 중심에 서 있는 SK하이닉스의 CEO 최태원 회장의 이야기 속에서 우리는 그 어떤 해답보다 만족스러운 해답, 흔들림 없는 해답을 찾을 수 있을 것입니다. 특히 반도체 수요는 지속될 수 있는가? 공급과잉이라는데 진실은 반도체는 사이클이 있다는데 AI 버블, 중국 반도체와 AI 진실은 정말 이 주제, 주가 등락에 따라서 말이 정말 많이 바뀌고 있는데요. 수많은 논란이 지속되고 있는 이 주제들에 대해서 오늘 비로소 해답을 얻으실 수 있을 것입니다. 오늘 영상은 SK하이닉스의 나스닥 상장을 계기로 진행된 블룸버그 테크와의 최태원 회장 인터뷰 내용입니다. 해당 영상은 블룸버그 테크 유튜브 채널에서 원본 영상을 보실 수 있고요. 원본 영상이 업로드된 날짜는 7월 11일이었습니다. 인터뷰어가 우리가 궁금해하는 모든 것을 정말 잘 정리해서 질문하고 있었는데요. 아마 미국에서도 반도체 논란에 대한 궁금증이 큰 것 같습니다. 최태원 회장의 인터뷰 영상을 먼저 들려드린 후 뒤에서 다시 요약해서 설명을 드리려고 했는데 영상이 너무 길어질 것 같아서 요약 정리한 건 제가 따로 PDF 자료를 만들어서 고정 댓글란에 첨부해 드리도록 하겠습니다. 자, 제가 최대한 핵심만 요약해서 정리를 잘 해두었는데 사실 인터뷰 내용을 몇 번이나 돌려서 보는 것이 개인적으로는 훨씬 더 좋았습니다. 최태원 회장의 말 한마디 한마디 속에서 현재 논란이 되고 있는 주제를 곰곰이 생각을 해보시면 분명 여러분의 투자에 도움이 될 투자 아이디어를 얻으실 수 있을 거라고 생각을 하고요. 투자에 있어서 정말 중요한 게 기준과 원칙인데 외부의 소음으로 인해서 이 기준과 원칙이 흔들릴 수 있습니다. 하지만 최태원 회장의 내부자의 이야기를 여러분들이 들어보시면 좀 더 흔들리지 않는 기준과 원칙으로 시장을 대응하실 수 있지 않을까 이렇게 말씀을 드리면서 도움이 되었으면 하는 바람으로 오늘 영상 최선을 다해서 만들어 봤거든요. 도움이 되었으면 합니다. 자, 그러면 영상 시작해 보도록 하겠습니다.
I think a sensible place to start is why now? You've been thinking about a US listing for some time, but why put SKhainix in front of US investors now?
Well, we've been waiting for that for a long, long time. And since I acquired that Hynix about 15 years ago, so this is one of our milestones. Well, we have to go to access to the US capital market. So now dream comes true. So people asking why now, but well, this is kind of earliest moment we can have. So we try to expand our ADR size. So we try to expand our ADR size.
The earliest moment possible. Yeah. $26.5 billion is a lot of money. But in the context of SK's commitment in domestically in Korea and internationally, not so big. Can we expect multiple returns to ADRs? The sale of multiple rounds of ADRs?
Well, yes, I'm expect we can deliver those things too. So we try to expand our ADR size and also better. That actually requires a better returns. Once we have the better return, then well, there is more demand. So first thing is that, we have to keep the stock price stable, and hopefully in the long run, then we can have that upside potentials. And I see that this moment. So this is the AI era. So this AI era is actually spiked at a lot of demand for the memory. So this is kind of time for us.
Is this something near term? Did you, with the leadership group and your CFO, say, we will need to do this with regularity, or you haven't discussed that yet?
Well, to tell you the truth, yeah, we've been discussing that one, but I cannot just saying that in a detail yet. So
I appreciate that, Chairman Che. The US listing gives SK a new source of equity capital. Mm-hmm. But what about the broader US capital markets? Do we see SK Group, SKhainicks as well, become an issuer of global bonds, global debt?
Well, that's possible, but I guess right now, we have enough cash for that, the SKhainicks. Some other company could actually issuing that another bond and access that the capital market.
Chairman Che,
right.
Bear with me. I'm going to get this out for our audience around the world. This is why we're all here, right? This, you can't even see it. Tiny, HBM4E, high bandwidth memory, 12 layers in this case.
Right.
The whole world knows about this. How severe and how tight is the supply right now of HBM? And more importantly, how long is that going to last? Do you have a sort of a year where you see the supply situation changing?
Well, if you really understand all the requirement and the condition for that HBM memory type, and you have to understand that the AI side first. So people know that the large language model.
Yes.
Yes. But that large language model is very important things. But I guess in the future, the more we're using that AI, and the AI actually requires more.
The inference phase.
Yes, but I see that memory. The mean is a KB caching. So, it generated a lot of KB caching. Due to that, keeping the performance of the LLM, then you should have that the large lump sum volume of the KB caching, and you have to actually. This is kind of a memory in people that is the same thing. We store that the memory in our brain, and AI need that those kind of KB caching. That memory has to store somewhere. So, if you had the better size of the memory, then better performance. It's as simple as that, and that memory cycle is turning to it's a different cycle. I shouldn't say that the cycle is different momentum. The old days, the memory chip demand is actually depends on the number of people, number of the hardware set.
That was a consumer electronics story, in part.
Yes.
Boom and bust.
Yeah, mostly you had that your own smartphone, but you don't need that tens of different type of the smartphone. You only using that to just one, like a PC.
Right.
So the demand is actually limited by that one number of the people. But in AI era, it's different. You may use that your own AI agent in probably in a few years from now. Then you might have that tens or the hundreds difference of your own agent. So that every agent needed a lot of memories because that they created a lot of KB caching. So you have to actually store somewhere. That actually needs that huge amount of the memory. Well, that's the AI the era. So I guess that memory business is turning to that. It's a different stage.
You still called it a cycle, though. That's the demand side. A reason to do the ADRs is to raise capital, in part to boost capacity. Your industry peers, Micron, had said very recently they have line of sight to supply improving 2028, the other side of 2027, in part because of the capacity that is coming online. What does SKhainicks see?
Well, we didn't talk to our customers. So where we just announced that a few months ago, so we're going to double up our capacity
Yes.
within 5 years. So that means that we've been doing the business more than 25 years. People see that that's unrealistic and probably the oversupply and people worry about.
Yes.
But my customer said that that's not enough. We need it more. So double up is not. It's not actually what they want us that we're quadrupling or 5 times, 6 times. So the more is the better, because that demand will be exponentially grow in the future.
Based on that customer demand, what do they see then? If they are the crystal ball, the lens to the future, they believe that their level of demand will stay where it is 2029, 2030. How long does supply tightness respond to that?
Nobody expected, I don't know, what's going to happen in next years. But I'm saying that, I have some confidence that the demand will be grow. And our supply capacity never going to catch up. So I don't know how long, but I think it's going to be until that human society has that some settlement with the AGI. Then, I guess that that's a kind of normalize at all the cycles. But anyhow, that until then, we need that a lot of memories.
Take me back to 2012. SK acquires Hynix. At the time, people questioned that decision. What did they not see?
That's a kind of a bold decision, and I think that I made it really risky bet in a sense of the financially. Because the companies really suffer from that deep debt and also has to fighting with its own survival. And that actually suffer from that uncontrollable cyclical business cycle. And it requires that every year multi-billion-dollar capex. No matter even though you don't make that money, but the business require that the machines and expand and adapting new technologies and buying that the new equipment, and they have to spend that a huge size of the capex. That's why, and nobody really wants that those kind of danger business.
But you did.
But yes. I see it a little bit different because that, if you see that different angle, this memory manufacturing is most sophisticated, the manufacturing business. Once you make the little chips, but chip inside that 380 billion transistor in it.
Yes.
So that's the business. So how we gonna create those kind of things? And it's a small, small size. In the silicon things, and we actually put it in the huge size of the transistors. That's a state of art of the technology. So once you're doing that, and I can manage anything, and I can actually challenge anything. Also, in digital world, create a lot of memory in the future.
Right.
So that's
you saw that.
Yes, I just bet on that, and people need that memory.
It was boom and bust. Cyclical, but the idea of the long-term agreement with customers changed that history.
Right, but there is a supply shortage, and every customer wants to have to secure that their own supply and to cover up their own demand. So they asking us that we need some kind of the long-term contracts. It's not suggested by us, and they actually require that.
It's them that's making the proposal, not SK.
Not SK.
So they are more willing.
Well, we also love to do it because it's not cyclical business anymore. If we had some long-term agreement, even though it's a downturn, and we still maintain that our volumes and the certain level of the price. So that actually gives us a different momentum. And that actually created another opportunity for we can change it to our business model even.
What about SK's commitments? Where are you going to prioritize your investment, domestically versus here in America?
Generally, outside of the Hynix, and the most important matter is AI data center business. So we announced that almost at the $1 trillion investment in the next 10 years and to set up with AI data centers. My target is about 15 gigawatt in Korea. But I guess that the 5 gigawatt in outside of the Korea. So I'm looking for that whatever area, including U.S. side, and if there is a good chance. The problem is that the main thing is the power. So power and the price of the electricity is that's a very important matter with these AI data centers. But once we build that AI data centers, and then it can actually synergy between the memory chip and this infrastructure matter. That's what I'm doing in the future.
So you're talking about SK Group looking more broadly at the AI stack, not just memory.
Yes.
Where else will you focus your attentions?
A company like SK Telecom, and they are doing that. They will study on putting their resources on their own LLM. Also the applications and physical AI side.
Yes, robotics.
Yes, and the healthcare side. There's a bunch of opportunities, and we've been actually trying to pursuing all those business opportunities in the future.
An issue here in America and in Korea is talent. There is a deficit of skilled workers in the chip industry in America, and a company like Micron knows that there is a lot of talented people in Korea. How are you going to manage that? And again, your investment plans for here in the USA?
To secure that, bring that more talent is, ADR is one thing, good.
One option.
Yeah, so it actually attracted a lot of people, a lot of talent to the world. So, also, we have to spend a huge money on the recruiting a lot of good talent. I don't really care about the talent. It could be that the U.S., Japan,
they could be anywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere. So I try to recruiting that much more the talent, and that's the kind of important things. And I'm asking that our CEOs to, your job is to secure that talent in the future. So that's just what they're doing, and we're gonna create a lot of jobs.
When you spoke to Bloomberg Sherian, you said everyone asks me about AI bubble, AI bubble, AI bubble. And you said at the time, it's about the cost of AI. The cost of AI is too high.
Yeah.
Has that changed since October? And what is the trajectory of the cost of AI?
Yeah, cost of AI as you could actually say that the token for dollar.
Token per dollar or dollar per token basis.
Anyhow, we have to lower down that the token cost.
But do you see it coming down?
Yes. Actually, within 3 years, actually, token cost is about 1/5 or 1/10. So that's evolutions. And, there is a lot of players. Even my memory company make some solution for how we can actually lower down that the token cost. That's our challenge. And, our direction goes there. So that's a kind of ecosystem for the AI. And, right now, its cost is too high. But somehow that our technology, down the road, probably 5 years, 10 years, and we actually digested all those problems, and it could actually be everybody's AI, and everybody could actually using their own agent in the future. So that's the direction I see.
But no AI bubble.
AI bubble, and when you see that the AI bubble and this real world and the stock market always I see that there's some overshooting. And, it's too hot, too cold. So there might be that there is a lot of bubble for that, the stock price itself. But that doesn't actually reflect the whole real world. But the trend wise if it's a long run, then 2 years, 3 years down the road, then, you could actually, reflect all the real world. That's what I see. And, you can say that the AI bubble, but, I see that the stock market. But this AI technology is real. So you use it, use it. And actually, the problem is, this AI thing is that right now is a little immature, the imperfect yet.
It's the early stage.
Because it's the early stage. It's a kind of, I said that it's only 4 years old, baby. But when you become the college boy and something else, then it has much more mature. So it could actually help us at a lot of productivity, and we just rely on all those things. And this is kind of race, and right now we see that there's some AI trial.
The focus on America, SK's relationship with America. What is your relationship like with the Trump administration, and how are you working with them to bring more of SKhainicks to this country?
Well, not only just SKhainicks, and we've been the SK already invested in more than $35 billion in U.S. side, and not many people notice those things, but we do have bio business, we do have the battery business, and Hynix just announced that a new fab in the Indiana side, and also SK Telecom made a lot of investment in the AI startups. So we already invested in the 35, but I see that my plan is that a much bigger number. So
bigger than 35 billion.
Much bigger than 35. So I'm planning to, and this is one milestone, and we access the U.S. capital market, and we have a lot of options, and we had that responsibility to keeping that share price. And so one good thing is that we made it the right investment, and so we keep that at our own value.
China, it's an important market.
Yeah, China AI is, we have to actually notice that the China approach is way different than the US side.
How so?
They have a lot of disadvantage on the AI side, but anyhow, that they put it in a lot of other resources. The number one is that the human force. So
human capital.
Yeah, human capital, and the number of people, number of engineers. So annually, they had that STEM, the student from the major in the STEM, and it's more than the million student is come out and every year. So they're looking for the jobs, and mostly they apply to the tech area. When you say tech area, it's probably 50% is AI side. So their AI they're using the different strategy. So I don't see that any kind of the visible result yet, but there is some signs, and they making that the cheaper way, and they try to create that cheaper token. The token cost comparability is yes, that's a kind of important matter, and the U.S. focused on top niche market and the quality of tokens, but China is focused on other ways. So I don't know the result, but I see that they're using the different strategy.
자, 여러분들 영상 어떻게 보셨나요? 자, 간단하게 그냥 정리만 해드리도록 하겠습니다. 자, 일단 최태원 회장은요, SK하이닉스의 주가 상승에 대한 자신감을 내비쳤습니다. 우리는 상승 잠재력을 가지고 있다라고 이야기를 했고요. 자, 이 반도체 수요 언제까지 늘어날 것인가? 공급과잉인가? 정말 이거 말 많은 주제였잖아요. 특히나 최근에 메타발 이슈로 인해서 주가가 크게 출렁인 게 대표적인 예시라고 할 수 있습니다. 특히 또 뒤에서 AI 버블이냐, AI 끝 아니냐, 이런 주제도 정말 많았는데요. KV 캐싱이라는 개념으로 최태원 회장님이 정말 잘 설명을 해주신 것 같습니다. KV 캐싱이 뭐냐라고 하면 매번 똑같은 내용을 처음부터 재계산하지 않도록 이전에 계산한 값들, 데이터를 메모리에 저장해두는 기술인데 이 수요가 폭발적이다라는 거죠. 우리가 인지하는, 그러니까 KV 캐싱이라는 개념이 상당히 생소합니다. 많은 매체에서도 이 개념에 대해서 자세하게 설명을 해주는 분들이 많지가 않아요. 과거에는 이 메모리 반도체가 단순히 기억하는 용도였지만 이제는 그런 용도를 넘어서 이런 임시기억 메모리가 정말 많이 필요하고 그것으로 인해서 메모리가 훨씬 더 많이 필요한 상황이 왔다라는 거죠. 게다가 이 AI 에이전트가 이제는 한 제품에 수백 개, 수십 개가 들어가니까 메모리의 수요가 기하급수적으로 늘어날 것이다. 그럼 언제까지 늘어날 것이냐라는 걸 봤을 때 AI가 인간 수준으로 생각하고 말할 때까지 계속 수요가 늘 거고, 자, 여기 중요한 얘기가 뭐냐면은요, 공급이 결코 수요를 못 따라갈 거다라고 이야기하고 있었다라는 거죠. 언제까지요? AI가 인간 수준이 될 때까지는 수요는 계속 늘 거고 공급은 절대 못 따라갈 거다라고 이야기를 하고 있었다라는 거죠. 그러니까 많은 사람들이 AI가 버블이다라고 이야기를 하고 있지만 AI가 버블이 아닌 주가는 버블이 올 수 있겠지만 AI는 버블이 아니라 이제 시작 단계다, 걸음마 단계다 라고 이야기를 하고 있었고, 자, 사이클 산업, 이것도 굉장히 말이 많죠. 논란이 많습니다. 과연 사이클 언제 끝날 것인가 라고 많은 사람들이 이야기를 하고 있는데, 요 이야기는 그래도 많은 선각자들, 많은 투자 고수 대가들이 말씀을 해주신 거예요. 장기 공급 계약 지금 계속 이루어지고 있고 우리가 제안한 게 아니다. 그들 고객들이 원해서 지금 장기 공급 계약이 이루어지고 있고, 예전에는 돈을 못 벌어도 신기술 투자, 장비 투자를 해야 됐었는데 이제는 아니다라는 거죠. 돈을 못 버는 구간에서도 물량과 가격을 유지할 수 있다라는 겁니다. 따라서 이제 사이클 산업이 아니다라는 거예요. 바뀌었다라는 거죠. 이제 불황하고 호황이 없는 소비재 산업같이 됐다라는 겁니다. 그리고 중국 반도체 AI, 물론 최태현 회장님의 의견이지만 중국 반도체 AI 현장에서 봤을 땐 단점이 많다라는 거죠. 아마 단점이 적고 장점도 꽤 있었다라고 하면 이렇게 말씀을 안 하셨을 것 같습니다. 현재는 단점이 많고 전략이 다르다라는 거죠. 미국은 고급화 전략이고 중국은 저비용 전략으로 가고 있다. 뭐 결과는 알 수 없다 라고 이야기를 했습니다. 자, 여러분들 어떻게 들으셨나요? 일단 정리한 자료는 제가 고정 댓글란에 PDF 자료로 남겨드리도록 하겠습니다. 한번 다시 또 들어보시면서 생각을 정리해 보시면 좋을 것 같고요. 최태현 회장님의 말씀의 그 중간, 그 행간에 무엇이 숨어 있을까? 라고 조금 여러분들 심사숙고하는 그런 과정을 거치는 게 굉장히 또 재밌고 투자에 도움이 되는 과정이 될 수 있다라고 말씀을 드리면서 오늘 영상 마무리하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 실전 영상이 아닙니다. 오늘은 그냥 특집으로 나가는 거고요. 실전 영상은 내일 여러분들 업로드 해드리도록 하겠습니다. 오늘 영상이 도움이 되었으면 합니다. 자, 이렇게 여러분들께 중요한 어떤 정보가 있다라고 하면 이런 식으로 특집 형식으로 영상을 만들어서 업로드를 해드리도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다. 부자가 되는 지름길로 저와 함께 달려가시죠.